Hey, oh, hit my finger already. Wow, that's a good start. But hey everyone, I'm Aiden, and I seem to keep recording during like the most tired part of the day. I'm so tired right now. But I've been in the living room on my own in the dark, just kind of like thinking, and I got another download. One of the biggest things I've realized is I've got these manifestations, yes, but what if the manifestations themselves are as valueless and weightless as other ideas in my head, like Lego Doctor Who the video game? I mean, I've already got Lego Dimensions and all that Doctor Who content in that, so it's not necessarily that necessary, but it could still happen, and it could be worked on right now. Who knows? But I don't count the days. I don't have this message. I don't have this conversation in my head about, but how long is it going to take? This could take years, X amount of days. It's just, you just leave it to do its thing. And it's been different for me in the Doctor Who missing episodes, as well as my soulmate, where I've been kind of like, maybe going a bit more in depth, but not too detailed, because the more detail I put into my visualizations and stuff, the more doubt comes into play. I mean, for instance, this house that I moved into very much did not start from scratch on what it looked like. I just trusted that the universe would provide me something that would work. And it did. I've realised that it may not even be the manifests themselves that I've been looking for in these days. It's the power that I've been given them. I just had to have all these thoughts in my head coming back to me like, oh yeah, I remember that. Reclaim power. I'm good now. And that is what it means to be complete. To be whole without any external force coming into your life. After reclaiming my power and stopping giving all of that stuff meaning, like, oh, there's so much weight to this random thing. The thing is, if it wasn't those missing Doctor Who episodes, if those were already here, if it wasn't my soulmate, if she was already here, this would be something else. Clearly, if it's that unimportant that I could just swap these out for something else, then it's weightless, it's valueless, and why was I losing so much energy in the first place if this doesn't even matter? Instead of me spending a ton of my time dedicated to trying to work out how I could get these things, I now recognise that all of this is just a distraction from my inner peace. Instead, I redirect my attention to what's currently in my life and what I can currently get done. That's where the value is, as well as that has weight to it. My decisions every single day, they have weight to them. The stuff, the ideas in my head, whether or not it's here or not, how long it's going to take, absolutely weightless, and I need to just reclaim my power that I've been losing to that fear. The tricky part is this, where at least with this house, I had those other manifests to redirect my attention to them. Even though it wasn't my best move, it worked, and clearly I took my mind off the house for so long that it just got worked on behind the scenes and then just came into my life at the perfect time. But what if there isn't something powerful enough to distract me? What if I run out of manifests? I did have the idea to come up with some random thing and lose all my energy to that, so that it distracts me just long enough for me to get what I'm actually looking for. But I'm not sure you can cheat the system like that. You have to be genuine. I've heard that saying that once you no longer want it, you get it. But I can't do that. I can't just go, oh, I don't want these things, because, they're so cool and I can't wait for them to turn up in my life. But, I didn't even do it that way for the house. I literally was like, okay, I want to move into this house. I trust that it'll happen someday. And yeah, I really stopped noticing it. Every time the thoughts popped up in my head, I was like, okay, yeah, I look forward to going to that place. I look forward to receiving that. But beyond that, I've got more things to do. Life is so much more than just these manifests. I can feel some of these manifests actually trying to pull me back. Like, you wanna go to us now? And I'm like, while that is true, I would love to be with them now. Ultimately, they are not necessary to survival. So I just redirect my attention to, survival things. But also, I embrace the entertainment I receive in my current circumstances rather than the entertainment that I'm yet to receive. And I have lost a whole lot of energy, a whole lot of my power. Still, I'm probably going to live to my 80s or 90s, 100s. I'm only 28, so I've got a ways to go before I'm completely perfect, which I'm probably never going to be perfect, but I'm not aiming to be perfect. My imperfections make me perfect. That was another thought too I got on my walk. What if I'm not supposed to be without my insecurities? What if I'm supposed to have this story ongoing that is entertaining to watch? I don't think that's important, and maybe I should just focus on what I would prefer to live like. Do I want to allow myself to step out of the wish fulfilled for a tactical reset so that I can remind myself how good my life actually is? Or do I want to just stay in the wish fulfilled indefinitely? But wouldn't that just get a bit boring? Yeah. And it just goes to show, like, there's no pressure to get it right all the time. There's no pressure to be 100% every single day. You're human, not a robot. Take the actions that you know to do. Align your actions with who you are. Feel and think in alignment with who you are. And you can pretty much do anything. I definitely used to do this, but I feel like a lot of people are pushing people to just speed through their life and spend their life just filling every bit of time they have doing something productive. And I can understand that might be a bit fun, but it's also kind of like, if you're refusing to let yourself have fun, just going, oh yeah, we can have fun later, we need to build our life first, then it's just going to attract a life like that over and over and over again. The only way you can really do it is if you find a balance. That's what I do. I don't work a 9 to 5 job. I've never done that because I feel that's just not productive. But I understand not everyone has these opportunities. Some people have unfortunately used the law of assumption to assume their way into debt, and it can be tricky to get out of. Thankfully, I've never had to deal with that. Actually, there was a time where we suddenly got a huge amount of money to pay off, and it was a bit of a tricky one. But I mean, like, proper in debt where you're about to lose your house. Honestly, I've never dealt with that to my knowledge. But I'll tell you what I'd do if suddenly I was faced with this ultimatum, like, oh, you're going to get kicked out of your house. I'd put a positive spin on it. Like, I've heard that people want better jobs, but are too afraid to leave the job that they're currently in to make room for that better job. And if I were to get kicked out of this house, I would just assume that it would just bring an even better opportunity, an even better house. My go-to response to basically anything now is to stay calm and just realise the universe works in my favour. And I guarantee if you can master this like I have done, well, I wouldn't say I'm the master yet, but I'm pretty good. I guarantee you get to this point where you stop fearing, really. I fear every now and then, but you know, I'm not a robot, I'm human. So I get sort of flashes of emotions. I allow myself to feel negative emotions every now and then because it can build up, build up, build up, and it can really destroy your life if you let it. So you just let it out, you feel it, and then you've got room for the good stuff. So yeah. Anyways, I'm going to end the video before I forget and have to do it tomorrow. So if you got this far, put cup in the comments. I caught it that time. Also, if you haven't already, leave a like and subscribe. Anyways, I love you all. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.